that kind of got that pizzazz, such as you too. You know it. You like my what was that show on ESPN? Dude used to write after every commercial. Yeah, man.
I don't know what it was called, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, pushing positivity. But yeah, right there. There we go. But yeah, when you run across people like I don't know, man. Like when we play those people across the street, they ain't scared no more. When we play Gilmer, they not scared no more. Like, you know, and it's a different element when you play someone that's not scared of you.
That's true. I mean, but
that's
you got to think about it. Tyler Chapel Hill was a better matchup, player-wise, athletically, than a lot of these other teams we faced.
Oh, they had dog for dog
athletes to match us.
I was trying to figure out where some of these kids were coming off the bench. 6'3".
Man, they had 6 guys on that roster that were 6'3" or taller.
Yeah.
They had 3 6'6", 2 6'5",
and the 3-star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, football. We didn't even. And that's not even including the freshman.
Yeah,
stud quarterback and everything else they got.
Dog.
But yeah, man, they had 6 guys that were 6'3" or taller, and you got all these 6'6" long, 6'5" long guys.
But you know something I kept thinking about, man. Jeff, my man, Mr. Jeff Wright, who's our assistant superintendent. He's knowledgeable about sports, right? But his delivery is very blunt. Like Jeff he gonna tell you something. Oh, no, this is what's gonna happen, and like whether you like it, whether you don't like it, however you. Jeff don't care. So Jeff tells me all the time. All right, so Jeff was a coach at West Orange Stark, historically, great football program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Jeff knows what it looks like.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So Jeff is like, Earl, sometimes our bodies don't look like the teams that got football bodies.
Right.
Like Carthage. Did you remember saying that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like how those kids look?
Absolutely. Even Gilmer.
Yeah. Those kids look different too.
And you can tell even on like the offensive line.
Yeah.
These teams are massive on the up front.
Yes.
And we have a few, but
I don't think that our kids take the weight room as serious as possible. And that's not a knock towards them.
Right.
But it's like if it's not, I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We have the best coaches, you know, in the 4-state area. We have the best everything in the 4-state area. But what I will say, where we do decline is in the weight room. And I was looking at those dudes coming off the bench, man, their chest was out. And I was like, what is it? Even a little homie that talked a lot.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, he was broad-shouldered.
He was definitely. That's the guy I sent you his football highlight.
That was him?
That was him. The point guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
What year is he?
He's 2023.
I'm about to say, don't he got a little time?
Yeah, he got another year. Ooh. They're a young team.
Do we play them in football?
No, we don't play them in football.
All right, good.
Now, they went to the state semifinals in football last year. If you don't know what the state semifinals is, that's the game before state.
Yeah, they try to up the score, man. They might up the score on us. But yeah, so like I saw that for the first time last night, like, and that's the difference in mentality. Like, man, them dudes are locked in,
and they definitely were locked in, and that's what really won them the game. It wasn't that they were the better basketball team.
No, they were locked in.
They were locked in. They played hard.
Yeah, like we made some whatever type of plays.
Yeah, we made some bad plays. And then another thing I will say is we didn't play a game last week.
No, and they played 2.
They
like
played
you told
2
me.
games last week. We didn't play 1 game.
But I will say this, though. Shout out to Coach Billy Brewer.
Yep.
And Trey Carson.
Yep. In both of their first seasons.
Yeah, those 2 dudes did a heck of a job.
They finished 20-8.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, and, Coach Brewer took the job late last year, He has done a phenomenal job, man. And I'm really happy for Coach Brewer. I like him. I've known him my whole life. He is a player's coach. Those kids love him. Man, shout out to Coach Brewer. Last night was not indicative of what he has accomplished and what he has done on our island. And I sincerely appreciate Coach Brewer, the mindset that he's putting into those kids. You know what I'm saying? To run. You got to run. Everybody got to run. JJ, you the quarterback, you got to run. Owen Gar, you going to college playing football, you got to run. Everyone has to run. And when everyone has to run, that's another mentality that you form in your mind, like pushing through.
Yep.
And,
pushing through.
Yeah.
Not pushing P this time.
Not pushing positivity.
Pushing through.
I
knocked it down.
Miss Lindy.
Pushing P, baby.
Miss Lindy. How Miss Dunn? We pushing P, Miss Dunn. You see?
Shout out Miss Dunn in the building.
Yeah, she's nice lady. So, but yeah. So like that goes along with
What are y'all doing?
pushing positivity.
Oh, good.
Why
Promoting positivity. That's what that means.
Why are you here?
On mornings.
Oh, we'll talk about that off air. But
anyway, I feel what you say.
But no. Nah, man. Coach Brewer has been an asset to Liberty ILO, and I am excited to see what he does with these young men coming up. The JV coming up, they're good. They have some young guys. There's maybe a young freshman next year.
There's a new sophomore that I saw last night. The guy that was on the JV team.
The tall. He's a sophomore.
Yes, he's a sophomore. He's 6'5".
We finna go crazy.
I said he's a sophomore. I mean, I've seen him play because he was on the whatever JV team prior to being moved up. But woo,
yeah. So we're about to. I think we have some special things in place next year. So good luck to Coach Brewer this offseason. I know he's about to
lock in.
Yeah. I know. I mean, he's an advocate at AAU and outside work, and
he came into this gig late, like you always say.
Yeah.
It was a late
because that's
hiring.
That's a lot. That has a lot to do with a lot. Like you pointed out to me that Rio Jordan is in his third year, right?
Yeah, third or fourth, one, two.
Isn't Coach Davis like in his third year?
He's going to his third year. Yep.
This the money year. Yeah, this the money year. This the year that counts.
Yeah.
This is the year that makes the most, and I think that I think that the year 3, Coach Brewer's in year 1 heading into year 2. Year 3 we in Austin with it. No, we in San Antonio. Is it San Antonio?
It changes. You never know.
Well, we in San Antonio,
but it's been in San Antonio. Yeah,
we in San Antonio with it. So, and I look forward to that. I'm gonna have to tell Dr. Brown, hey, we in San Antonio.
In San Antonio.
In San Antonio.
We need to get to Jay's World too. I love to go back to Jay's World. We've been not on the state level, but
so I heard through the grapevine, y'all can't go back, or we can't go back.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
No, I'm just joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Hey, I'm a part of it too.
Hey,
now, so.
If we make it, what they gonna do?
That's true. That's true. What they gonna do? Yeah.
If we make it,
and we gonna make it
anyway.
We're gonna make it real soon.
That's the story for another day. But yeah, that's crazy how we said that in sync. But shout out, like you said, to Coach Brewer, Coach Trey Carson, and
it was just a lapse of judgment.
Team.
It was a lapse of judgment. A lapse of judgment cost us 3 points, and that was the game.
Missed free throws.
That too.
was
we missed
too.
a ton. We missed a ton,
especially in the first quarter.
Yes.
We had 1 point for the longest.
We did.
It was like 11-1 for a long time.
And like, I don't understand why these kids got to get punched in the mouth to play.
That's exactly what it took.
Like, I don't want to get hit in the mouth and have to fight back and dive on the ground for balls. I ain't trying.
I will say this: I've seen teams in the past just quit. Sometimes.
Yeah, and I could tell in the young man Talik Kelly and Jaquan Roberts and
Chris Lewis
and Keanu Shepard.
Yeah, right.
I could see it in their faces that
they wanted it.
They wanted it.
And there's all seniors.
They wanted it, and I feel for those guys because they put a lot into it. But I think going forward they'll be okay, and hopefully, one of those young men will get an opportunity. Hopefully, maybe, and. Yeah, I don't know. It's track season on the island. Track season, the baseball season, softball season.
Definitely. Speaking of baseball, the baseball team opened the season last night with a win against Queen City.
Yeah, we up scoring.
Yep. JV and varsity won. I'll check and see, and I'll let you know when we come back from the break. But when we come back, I got something I want to talk about, Earl, because we've been catching some flack over the past about a week or so.
Oh, okay.
So I got something I want to say. You're listening to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
Wow, look at all our signage in here.
I did that.
You design signs?
Fast Signs does. I send them ideas and logos through fastsigns.com, and they deliver innovative sign solutions.
But that must take all season.
Not at all. Fast Signs create signs on almost any surface, any size and quantity, in no time at all.
They're almost as talented as me.
You should take a time out.
See the experts at Fast Signs, 3745 Mall Drive, Texarkana.
When your car doesn't start, you probably call a mechanic. When you need electrical work done, you probably call an electrician. When you need legal advice on personal injury matters, the team you should call is Flint, Crawford, and Cogburn. Seriously good lawyers. Real people that have lived and worked here for years. People that specialize in getting you the result you want. Flint, Crawford, and Cogburn. The trusted team you can count on. Flint, Crawford, and Cogburn. Call 888-79-FLINT.
Cancer can feel like something we can't do anything about, but you can. There are screening tests that can catch cancer early when it may be easier to treat. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, start colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
And we're back to the Power Hour. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, so don't nobody be tripping. Okay, the Power Hour is presented by the following broadcast partners. Our studio sponsor is Budweiser, Liberty Isle High School, where leopard pride never dies, and the Dugout, where all you can eat fish and shrimp, five are closed. That's lit. Tell them Earl and Tyler sent you there. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but just say it.
That's only on Fridays, people.
No, they have all you can eat every day, 5 o'clock.
Oh, they do?
What?
Tell me something new.
Yeah, we might have to check it out soon.
But isn't it all day on Fridays or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all day on Friday.
I knew it was something
Saturday.
special about Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, OGT said, tell them Earl and Tyler sent you. They don't do nothing, but tell them we sent you anyway.
Yeah. The people do not know who we are.
Hey, brother, who are Earl and Tyler?
Who? Okay. Your total is 26.
But little do they know we're out here
pumping it,
pushing
promotion.
Exactly.
Man, quarters in my paddock, in my piece. I'm pushing pee.
Ah, man, you crazy, man. But nah, man.
Man, you gotta know what these kids saying, man.
You really do. You got to stay in tune with the times.
What did
man.
this kid the other day said? What did he say? Do you know what a play is, Mr. Gill? I said, son, we're not catching plays or hitting licks over here. This is the Institute of Learning. Go to class, please.
Go to class, son.
Please. Please, right now.
Yeah.
Come on, get to the top because you got me looking bad online. Now I see why I'm getting all these followers. These old people finna attack me.
I don't think it's coming from that. You get followers for all your Arkansas stuff. That's what that's about.
I don't know.
But anyways, So a couple weeks ago, me and Earl, we were first off, we were talking about a playoff game. We were talking about the NFC Championship game, which was the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And during our conversation, we made the comment, well, I ain't gonna say we, I made the comment that Cooper Kupp, I don't think Cooper Kupp was the best receiver in the NFL.
You're racist, Tyler.
According to
That's what the people said.
some of our listeners and people that are in the YouTube algorithm and all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm racist.
You're racist, Tyler.
I'm race biased, or I'm racist because
that's why you
I don't think
you
Cooper
played the
Kupp is the
whole
best
clip
receiver
for
in the
these folks.
NFL.
That's why you should have played.
Yeah, and that's the
whole
thing
clip.
about it. If they go look at the entire video of I just clipped that one segment. They clipped the one segment for us. If they go look at the entire, radio show, they will see that wasn't even what the conversation was about. And that was an old conversation. That was before the Super Bowl.
That's true.
And also
Before the MVP
Yeah,
awards.
before the MVP, before the Super Bowl MVP, before the Offensive Player of the Year came out.
I'm a jerk face. I tagged Cooper Kupp in it. So,
You did. You definitely did.
I don't care. Whatever.
But what I want to say is,
Yeah.
Now I understand. Numbers don't lie, because I will say statistically in this NFL season, Cooper Kupp definitely was the best receiver statistically in the NFL. The numbers don't lie. He led every category that you can in receiving.
Yes.
He was this season. I'll give him that. I'm never going to discredit what he did. He did what he did. He accomplished what he accomplished. And look, we weren't even looking at stats and nothing like that when we made that comment.
We were just talking about bodies.
We were just simply
naming people. You were I think you looked up a list. And just
I didn't even
people.
look up nothing. I just started spitting names out off the top of my head.
And I said he was better than some people.
Yes, you did. We didn't even never said he wasn't good or he wasn't this or he wasn't that.
So I think white skill play. I'm gonna jump to it. White skill players have it hard, right?
Yeah,
which is cool.
How you sign up?
Oh yeah, it says I support white skill players, which I do. So everyone knows I own the 7-on-7 team, and sometimes we have Caucasian young men that play. They just don't play quarterback. They play DB or wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So, they have to face something. They have to, for one, be faster than whoever. They have to be block better, do this and do that. So I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But like, Cooper Kupp is a slot receiver.
And let me stop you there.
What?
Because someone got on you for that.
He is a slot.
Let me tell you what they said. If I had time, I'd pull it up. But I don't have time to pull. I should have pulled the comments. If you want to go read the comments, of what people were saying, you can go read these comments. But anyways, someone commented at you and said they need to do their research. He's not just a slot receiver. He can line up in the backfield and this and that and the other. That's true and all, but majority of the time, where does the man line up?
He's on the paperwork. He's a slot receiver.
I know.
Okay.
He's playing in the slot.
And there's nothing wrong with that. They're making a lot of money over there.
Is he a versatile player and can line up anywhere? Yes. But what you were saying was he's a slot receiver.
Yes.
That's what he got picked for on the Rams for, is to be a slot receiver.
Yes.
Not a tailback and all that other stuff.
Okay, let me think. Was Ed McCaffrey a slot receiver?
I don't know. I don't know too much about Ed McCaffrey. I know who he is, but I don't know too much about his
really time. Besides like Biletnikoff or Steve Largent or I don't know too many white receivers that play top side, which is cool.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's rare.
Slot receiver. What's the guy who used to play for the Cowboys? Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
slot receiver.
One of the best.
And there's nothing against them. We're just saying that's
they
rare.
Play on the inside.
Exactly. That's the majority of them play.
And
even tight ends. Where do the tight ends play most of the time? Yeah. I'm just saying. But
then here's the deal. So what I've learned being around people like Jay Wright and stuff who played in the NFL, who was a slot receiver, who played outside some, but mostly in the slot, is that slot receivers are better route runners. They understand the route tree more than anyone else. Those outside guys just go deep. And then they break off 20, 30 yards inside or whatever, But those dudes, the closer to the ball you get, the more thinking you got to do.
Right.
So it wasn't a knock towards Cooper Kupp. It's just, I don't know.
Now, this is what I said to someone's comment. I only responded to one comment, and this is what I simply said, because the whole thing was funny to me. Yeah, it didn't make me mad or anything. It was kind of funny because people didn't know we were just
stating
we were talking, and it wasn't even a conversation of who was the best receiver. That part was clipped out.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was, if you put every single receiver in the NFL in a room, if we had every receiver in the NFL in this exact room with us right now, would Cooper Kupp, and we could pick one, just only one, would it be Cooper Kupp that you picked? For me, absolutely not. When I got all these other guys that I know athletically are a little bit better than Cooper Kupp.
My homeboy sent me a private video of DK Metcalf working out at their facility.
Come on. You got to think about it. Now, like I said, the numbers don't lie, but look at this. I got the stats up right now for the NFL.
He had a really good offensive line.
He did. And you got to think about it. Systems help. Systems help and systems hurt. Some guys don't get as many targets because their system is not good. Some guys get a lot of targets because of the system they're in. And Cooper Kupp plays in a high-octane offense where they're throwing the ball around. That's why they went and got Matthew Stafford. They didn't go get him to hand the ball off 50 times a game.
Okay, Ed McCaffrey, shout out to Coach McGowan. He's listening. My guy.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Yeah, he need to. Ed McCaffrey was an ex. So, there's not, like you said, it's a rarity for a white skill player to play on the outside. And like, look, I deal with colorisms dealing with white skill players all the time. Tyler heard it yesterday. A lady was pleading for her son to get she was a loving mother, a caring mother.
Right.
And, she said all she wanted is a PWO, which they could pay for college. Just give me my son a chance. I made that happen real quick while we were riding to Pittsburgh. But the first thing this woman said, he's not Cooper Kupp or anything.
I heard it with my own two ears.
Tyler heard it. So
I heard it.
So with representation of something is very strong.
Now, look at this. I'm looking at the stats like I was saying.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfrow.
That's another one.
But look at this. He's a slot receiver. But look at this.
Yeah.
He had the 9th best stats in the NFL. I can get it out this season. Yeah. You mean to tell me he's the 9th best receiver in the NFL?
Well, he was a squirt.
I can name 15 receivers better than him in the NFL.
Is Andy and Isabella on that list?
No, I don't see him. He's probably on this list, but he's not in the top 10. I'm looking at the top 10. I can tell you the top 10 right now. Cooper Kupp's number 1. Devontae Adams number 2, who we talked about in that video. I didn't even mention this guy, Tyreek Hill. He's number 3. Number 4, Justin Jefferson. Number 5, Deontay Johnson. Number 6, Mark Andrews, which is a tight end, but he does it all too. Yeah. Number 7, Keenan Allen. Number 8, Jalen Waddle. Number 9, Hunter Renfrow. And number 10, Stephon Diggs.
Waddle on that list?
Waddle is on the list. He had a great season in Miami.
Jalen this weekend. Wow.
But do you really mean to tell me, since we're going off of numbers don't lie so much, that Hunter Renfrow is the 9th best receiver in the NFL? I saw a lot of guys that is way better than Hunter Renfrow and Cooper Kupp that wasn't even named by me. So if we're going off stats, man, come on. I get it. The numbers don't lie.
I really think Jamar Chase played out his body this season.
He did, but man, I
want him over Renfrow.
I want him over Cooper Kupp. That's just me, and you can say what you want to say. That's my opinion. Pick who you want to. I'm picking whoever else
besides Cooper
for sure. Now he definitely, for me, he's definitely in my top 5. I'll give him top 5.
Yeah,
but he's not the best receiver in the league. I don't know too many guys that run Chris routes like him.
For me, like who?
Cooper Kupp. I mean, I just so thoroughly all the time, consistently. He's always open.
He's fluid,
and it's due to his routes. You know what I'm saying? And the scheme.
That's a big part of it. But what I say is like, man, I like college because they recruit off body types.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that's the best way to recruit, but you know what you're dealing with.
Right.
Cooper Kupp is probably Miss Dawn's size. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? He's probably a little guy.
He's definitely not little. The biggest guy.
Man, I know how big Jalen Waddle is. He's little.
Yeah.
Jalen is little. Like, so, man, I don't know.
I can tell you how big Cooper Kupp is. He's listed as 6'2".
No, sir. He's 6 foot.
They got him
5'11".
6'2". Well, I don't know.
They added 2 inches for show.
They didn't even put his weight. That's how bad
exactly. He under 2. He's under 200. Man, boy. Man, okay. I heard it on the ESPN telecast. Man, I don't know, man. Sorry.
And you always talk about it. You know, you salute him. I've heard you salute him like 3 or 4 times for what he's accomplished. They got him listed as 208. That's his weight.
That's a lot.
6'2", 208.
No, that's a safety.
If that's the case,
he's huge.
I'm bigger than Cooper Kupp.
Oh, yeah?
I'm 6'2", 208, just about.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man.
You really 6'2", 208?
I ain't 208, but I'm right at 200.
6'2"?
Yeah, I'm 6'2", man.
Oh, Lord.
6'2", like my height. Yeah. Anyways, listen to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
.9 The Fan Sports Update with Chuck Zach.
Basketball season ended last night in the bi-district round for all three high school boys teams on the Texas side of the city. Texas High lost to Lufkin 62-47. Pleasant Grove lost to Bullard 58-39. And Liberty Ilo rallied from 19 points down. They tied their bi-district round game against Chapel Hill at 56 with less than a minute left to play before losing 59-56. Arkansas High hosts Pine Bluff tonight in the final game of the regular season for the Razorbacks. It was rally day in Texarkana for a couple of baseball teams. PG rallied from a 7-1 deficit and beat Atlanta 10-8. Texas High came back from being down 7-3 to North Lamar. They won 8-7. The Big Ten suspended Michigan basketball coach Jawan Howard for the remainder of the regular season, 5 games, and fined him $40,000 after hitting an assistant coach from Wisconsin after Sunday's loss to the Badgers. And Gonzaga remained number 1 in college basketball for the second straight week. Arizona moved up to number 2. Auburn, Purdue, and Kansas round out the top 5. Arkansas jumped 5 spots. They're now ranked number 18. That's a look at sports.
Cold beers, wine, tasty cocktails, and mouth-watering handcrafted burgers and wings. Hundreds of beverages to choose from and featuring wood-fired pizza. That's living. Redbone Magic Brewing, Texarkana's hometown brewery on Texas Boulevard. Perfect for sitting and relaxing with friends over cocktails or ice-cold beer. They have a happy hour every Tuesday and Wednesday until close and karaoke from 7 until 10 every Thursday. How do you make that better? With trivia on Wednesday and live music Friday and Saturday. Redbone Magic Brewing. That's living.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You could ask on your couch while you binge watch.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the Jed Foundation.
So, welcome back to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill. A little bit past 6:30. I want to shout out our radio sponsors. The Power Hour is presented by Budweiser. If I drank beer, it'd be Budweiser. I don't drink it all, but if I did, it'd be Budweiser. Also, we have the dugout. Catfish Fridays. All you can eat fish and shrimp, 5 to close. Tell them Earl and Tyler sent you. And Liberty Ilo High School, I love Liberty Ilo, where you can get a wonderful education. You can play awesome sports. You can be in a wonderful band and choir. We have the arts. We have everything you want there on our island at Liberty Ilo High School.
We have a great CAPE program.
We do. We're the best in the state.
Shout out to Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah, him to Miss Prater.
Yeah, Miss Prater.
Miss Block.
Miss
Shout out Miss Block.
All of them, huh? The whole gang over there in the CAPE.
Hey, look who just texted me, Bite.
Who was it?
Look who just hit your boy. You see who name that is?
Oh yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, he was an op last night, but
I've been told you. You thought I was playing.
He was an op last night.
We can't say that on there.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
No sir. But anyways,
I'm gonna hard it just to let him know I'm up right now. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
For real.
Man, I know you saw this, man. Jawan Howard got suspended 5 games. Really, I think they said the rest of the regular season, which I guess is about 5 games.
That's crazy. They just want to make it sound bad, man. Free Jawan, man. We keep talking. Willie, show him this, Willie, please. Jawan Howard, a friend of the show.
Don't touch me.
Man, don't touch me. Quit playing with that.
Earl has this sign in the studio for people who are listening to us, and he wrote on this sign, "Don't touch me, free Jawan."
Real talk. Because listen, he spoke so eloquently yesterday when he described him, a boy, open hand, mushing old boy. He didn't really, it wasn't a brawl. He mushed him.
No brawl, but
it was more of a brawl in the past couple playoff games than I've seen. You know what I'm saying? He just get bite. Don't talk to me. You call time.
You know what I read on the article?
What's up?
That he punched dude.
He didn't punch him.
He didn't punch him.
They got slow mo in 5 different angles. He mushed him. He had 5 people in between him. Jawan Howard 6'8". He mushed him.
They said he slapped him. He didn't even get a good slap off.
But
that's a slap that I've never, knew the real definition.
If you ever talk to Jawan Howard, he's such a calm and mild mannered man.
Yeah.
Family man. It's crazy to see him act like that.
And we're not condoning that at all. That ain't why we're laughing. We're just saying it's kind of being
blown out of
media
proportion,
for sure.
yeah.
They're definitely making it. Now,
Bobby Knight choked players.
Come on, man.
Bobby Knight threw a chair across the court.
And the deal is, so if you don't know,
choked the player on the court, didn't he? Like with cameras rolling.
Yeah, and I definitely threw that chair.
And he didn't do nothing. Oh, it's just Bobby being Bobby.
But he wasn't the only one that got suspended. They also suspended 2 of his players from Michigan and a player from Wisconsin as well for a game. So
man, and the handshake line, everybody trying to touch that and stop that. And sportsmanship. You don't hear what these folks be saying to each other on the court and field?
Yeah.
Ain't no sportsmanship.
But during the game, what led to it was during the game, it was about 10 seconds left in the game, and Wisconsin's head coach called a timeout.
Rubbing it in his face.
Yeah, and they were up 14. So what do you call a timeout for with 10 seconds?
What were they playing at, Michigan or Wisconsin?
They were playing in Wisconsin.
Oh, well, we're going to rub it in your face then. Let these fans cheer, clap, let you know what's going on. Because wasn't Michigan ranked higher?
Yeah, they were the ranked team.
Yeah,
I don't think Wisconsin was ranked.
Yeah, so we're going to let you feel it, man. Upset, we're going to let the kids rush the court. It's finna go down here in a few minutes, so everybody get ready. Let's call this timeout. I get it, but don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And no telling what dude said to him. We don't know
what
was said.
Don't.
But I'm just saying, certain things, you say something to someone, that can trigger someone quick.
Oh, yeah.
So you never know what was said that triggered him to respond in that way.
But, like, I think the touching. Like, don't touch. Like, he stopped him. He stopped him.
Yeah. And he said that in his response to the situation. Juwan Howard did say he put his hands on me.
Yeah.
So,
and then it was up from there. But it wasn't a brawl. It's funny to watch the national media make this out to be a bigger deal.
Yeah, they act like it's malice in the palace.
They act like it was the Texas Tech fan telling Jamarcus Smart to go back to Africa. That was more hurtful than anything.
Well, I will tell you one thing. I'm glad they didn't fire the man for that because
he was close. He was looking crazy.
He was definitely close to being fired.
It was crazy.
Come on.
He didn't do anything though. Like, man, Jimbo's son punching. Man, who did Jimbo's son punch? He fought. Jimbo's nephew fought with Kevin Falk, and he punched Steve. He punched the old offensive analyst.
Yeah.
And he punched him on the ground.
Yeah.
And there's video and film of it.
Yeah.
Now, though the LSU A&M game a couple years ago, y'all know what I'm talking about. But that was more heinous than Juwan Howard waking old boy up at 1 o'clock. He ain't do nothing to wake him up.
That's all he did.
He didn't slap his glasses off. I would have smacked spit out. Boy, get away from me.
That's why I said if that was a slap, I don't know what a slap is.
That was nice.
Because that definitely looked like a mushing to me.
Yeah, that's
now,
all he did.
like I said, we're not condoning it.
Not at all.
Should he be?
Not at all. Don't ever put your hands on anyone.
Right. Should there be some type of repercussions for his actions? Of course.
Yes.
But
it wasn't a brawl.
No, it wasn't a brawl. They're blowing it out of proportion. And I'm definitely thankful he didn't lose his job because of.
You see, Brian Flores got picked up.
I did. I meant to send that to you too, man.
What you think that kind of hire was? That affirmative action hire?
Possible. And someone said this. He's the most overqualified position coach in the NFL. That is a fact.
So I overheard Chad Johnson and Brandon Marshall talking about it.
Yeah.
They said...
Shout out to their show. I like it.
Yeah, we're going to have to holler at them. I know Brandon Marshall through some people. I'm going to have to holler at him for real. We're going to have to get some stuff jumping in the morning. It should be too early. But no, like they said, man, the most important position on the field is quarterback. What does Lovie Smith have?
That is definitely so true.
Shout out to Pep. Shout out to Pep.
Lovie Smith has a losing record.
Yeah, but once again, shout out to Pep. And I hope I get to talk to Pep this weekend when I get to Houston. But Pep Hamilton is in a messed up spot. They're all in messed up spots.
Lovie don't got a losing record.
It's close.
It's barely.
I'm about to say it's close.
92 for 90. He's 92 and 90.
Yeah, it's like I'm about to say.
Now he does have. I was thinking college. He does have a losing record in college.
Yes, sir. Yes,
because he got fired from Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Once I knew that, I thought, man, Lovie not gonna get another head coaching job, especially not in the NFL.
But is that the NFL's way of pacifying our community by putting people in bad spots? Because think about what the owner said. Like, no matter how you feel whatever was going on in our country at the time was really going on.
Yeah.
I was having to look into young men's faces who didn't understand, and like I say, I'm only in my early 30s, so I didn't understand either.
Yeah.
But I'm having to explain things to young men that I fully didn't understand, like about, you know, when the police pull you over, keep your hands on the steering wheel and look them folks in the face.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Maybe
move.
show respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Stuff
why
like that.
why do we have to go over these things? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was explaining to young men why their parents worry about them when they leave, and like a lot of kids don't understand this stuff.
Right.
So, but the NFL said, you better not, boy,
Don't do that.
boy. And like I lost a lot of respect for Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
He's an Arkansas alum, true enough, but how he, like I tell Jeff sometimes, and I think Jeff is okay with me saying this. Jeff, I hope you're listening. Sometimes I call Jeff my white old uncle. Right. And it's because Jeff is gonna speak the truth.
Right.
But sometimes his southern accent makes it a little harder to take. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's still the truth now.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling about myself last night.
Yeah.
If you take someone's delivery of how they, saying something a certain way, that's on you, not the way the person tried to deliver it necessarily.
Yeah. So like sometimes when me and Jeff are having honest conversations with one another, I kind of stop and I'll stop like, Jeff, man, that's hey man, don't play with me. But that's because the way that it sounds, and because it's no knock to him. He's a great man. I know where his heart's at.
Right.
He's 50 years old and he's from Northeast Texas. So he has a southern draw.
Right.
And sometimes that southern draw can be
taken the other way.
Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Like when somebody 70-year-old call you a boy.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Take that as disrespect.
Oh man.
They may mean it in a different way.
Yeah.
If I do it sometimes, I'll say something. I'll be like, I shouldn't have said that way. It might have been disrespectful, but
yeah, you were saying that. You talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. So, but like I say, you got to really understand where someone's coming from when they're saying something. So, But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But
Jerry Jones was wrong.
He was definitely wrong. And
the Houston Texans owner about letting the inmates run the asylum. He was wrong.
But do you realize who hired Brian Flores?
The Rooney people, the Rooney family.
They ran by the Rooneys.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
The Rooney family. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So the Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule. They're the one who came up with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
and
go.
like I'm glad that
I was gonna say Mike Tomlin, but
oh no, the Rooney family. No. So I called Mike Tomlin Dino Dad. I know his son Dino. I'm glad Dino's dad has kept his job. You know what I'm saying?
I was just saying, you see what coach put him on his staff.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Mike Tomlin.
Where Belichick should have put him on, he put his 3 sons on.
Absolutely.
I mean, one of his sons make facial expressions. He's just a linebacker coach. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Never played football, play lacrosse.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
It's a crazy world we live in. Man. It's a crazy world we live in.
Let me get that chick. What?
Might as well.
Man, you hear me?
Might as well.
What's up, Miss Dawn?
Miss Dawn, she's going into the building. But nah, man, I definitely scratch my head all the time at that Lovie Smith hire. Still, man, I don't understand it because if he got fired, Miss Dawn from Illinois,
Are you trash talking Lovey?
he's gonna get fired again. Is all I'm
I
saying.
like Lovie.
And I don't hope that, but that's what's gonna happen.
This is not pushing positivity.
Yes,
That's true, but
it's not pushing
we
positivity.
changed it this time around. It's not pushing positivity no more. It's free Joel Howard.
It is free Juwan Howard, man. Them folk playing. That man
free.
get paid by the game, man. Hey, man. You're killing me.
And I bet him being a Michigan alum, it was on this side too.
Oh, they're probably on the side for sure.
Definitely so.
Yeah.
They definitely said we're gonna give you.
We're going to slap you on the wrist, Juwan.
Because we love you.
We love you, Juwan.
But this
you did a lot for this university.
This your warning, though, buddy.
You better not do it again, Juwan. We love you, Juwan.
Man, Juwan, you better not mess it up,
Boy,
man.
Boy, they're going to have you back in Houston, Southwest Houston.
But nah, he'll be back. He'll be back. I don't know if they'll make the tournament or not. I know they're like 18-11 overall. I don't have their record, but I think last time I saw it, they're like 18-11, 18-10 or something like that.
Yeah.
So they might get in the tournament. I don't know, but you never know.
I hope they do.
They probably will. Probably will.
Man, you see Ryan Wall got his 1,000 wins. Shout out to Ryan Wall.
150.
Oh, 150. I'm sorry. My bad, coach. We're going to get to 1,000 though.
Yeah, we tried to get
I've
him
been
there.
seeing you dripping. So Coach Wild, man, don't forget it. You gotta come on the show. You gotta come holler at me. Real talk. With them Dior ones, I do got on $20,000 shoes.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't hide money.
You can't hide it. You can't hide it.
So hey, but shout out to them, and I think they finished. They won their division of their conference. I don't know the exact. I know they're in the Red River Conference. I don't know the division. I think they're in the Western Division or the Eastern, one of the two. But I know they won their specific division. So shout out to Coach Wall and
shout out to him.
TAMUT men's basketball team over at Texas A&M Texarkana.
Go, are they Eagles? Go Eagles.
Yeah, they're the Eagles.
Sorry, go Eagles.
He's a hog. He don't know. Anyway, so you listen to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 The Fan.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Texas Army National Guard. Aired by the Texas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today we decided to walk to school. At the corner, we waited to cross the street. The stoplight counted down. 15, 14.
31? I mean, 13?
We took a left on Carroll Garden Street.
Garden Street?
Loud music was coming from a car. Danny's a smart kid, but he gets so distracted.
There were so many other sounds. I didn't know what to focus on.
Danny, Earth to Danny. Suddenly he realized he forgot his homework again.
I left my homework on the table.
At the school steps, we hugged goodbye. I really hope he doesn't have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org. Brought to you by Understood and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill. And we're Bike. What's the dude off All Americans name?
Like the star character?
The coach.
Tay Diggs?
That's his name. Someone was asking me why I be attacking Tay Diggs. And it's not. I have to explain myself. First off, I've never watched All American.
No, you hadn't. You told me that.
But then I heard during like how many seasons are they in?
This is like the third or fourth.
Okay, so during like the first or second season, in the first, middle of second, something like that. So people were calling me, talking about like he was dealing with 7-on-7 and recruiting, and this
Tay Diggs?
Well, on the show.
Oh, okay.
So Tay Diggs is a Twitter follower of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never thought. I don't know. I'm finna show you though.
But Tay Diggs follows Earl on Twitter, people.
All the time.
You learn something new every day.
You should see what I be saying to him in the end. Why we talk, boy?
Earl is famous, folks.
No, not at all. Just I'm a humble young man from Texarkana. It's just, man, I'm not finna play with Tay Diggs, man. You owe me, man. You owe me.
What do you owe you? Some money or something?
Man, just a little bit. I don't even want that much. And look, I don't even want the money. How about this? Wear a Liberty ILO shirt, or let's let Beverly Hills High School travel to Texas to play Liberty ILO, and I wear my Arkansas Elite 100 shirt in All American, and I'm straight. That's all I need. I don't even need the money. We good.
Say less.
So I'm finna tell Tay Diggs that I'm gonna show you, man. Dude,
he might make that happen for you. You know,
bro. He scared to respond.
he's probably not even getting your message. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's not that he's not responding. That
He
man,
getting the messages.
he getting it, but he definitely follows you. Put it to the
wild,
camera so they can see it, so they don't think
Man,
you
dude
lying.
got 600 something. I'm not following him either, man. Not following
Oh
him.
man, that is crazy. I don't know what's going on, but no, man.
He got 657.5 thousand followers. That's wild.
You should check out the show. You might-
Man, I'm not doing it till they pay me. Listen, and there's more to it than that. So when I moved to California for those 6-7 months, I lived in Santa Monica. My cousins lived in Northridge. So we used to go to CSUN a lot. Tay Diggs lived right across the street from CSUN. I used to see him every day before he became like, when did The Wood come out? Because I went to California in like 2003.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, so like
Much. I was a kid.
yeah, so like I went to Cali in like 2003. Stayed for like half a year. Got homesick, came home. But
Wow. You know what I was doing in 2003?
what's that?
Like in the 4th grade.
What? You was at LE Elementary School?
Yeah.
Boy, I was getting ready to go to college.
I was in the 4th grade, maybe the 3rd grade. I was in 3rd
Man.
grade. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade.
I was learning about life in
2003.
2003, boy. I started flying by myself. And,
Time flies. Huh?
boy, that's crazy. You were in elementary school?
I was in elementary school in 2003, man.
Boy, Tyler, I was wearing Jabos and FUBU shirts.
Yeah.
FUBU jerseys.
I was 10 years old.
Man, I tried to have every FUBU jersey that George had,
So
man.
I was 10, so I was in 3rd or 4th grade.
Who was
One
the
of the two.
principal?
In the 3rd or 4th grade at the elementary school. I don't know. Don't let me lie to you. I think I want maybe Natalie Hoover or somebody like that. I don't know. I don't know. Don't let me lie to you though. That was so long ago. I can't remember what I ate for dinner on last Tuesday. So you think I can remember who my principal was from 2003?
Yeah, I can't either. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I understand. Making conversation.
Man.
Pushing conversation.
Man, pushing B. I'm pushing T. I'm pushing C.
Black History Parade is in
Yes,
Texarkana this
weekend.
Saturday.
And we are involved. Liberty Islo, we will have two of our wonderful and established African American board members present. They will be tossing candy out of our white Suburban.
Shout out to them.
That bird. Yeah. Shout out to them.
That Houff drive.
Yeah. Do you want to?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I think they might need a driver for real.
I might.
But
I
appreciate those two men for being an example. If you don't know which two men I'm talking about Mr. James Keaton, who was named the Texas School Board Member of the Year.
Yep.
And I'm also talking about Mr. Trevelyan Hodge. Both are two great men who do a lot for our school district. And I will say this, man, both of those two dudes are on the front lines for us. Yeah. Like I be in those meetings and I don't have nothing to say because I'm on the side, But those two dudes are they're on the front lines for LE and they truly want what's best for Liberty Islo. Yep. Whatever it is, whether they take heat for it or not, they want what's best for your kids, for our kids, and the kids of the Liberty Islo community. And honestly, you have to applaud that because Mr. Hodges' daughter is transitioning to college. Congratulations to her. And I don't think Mr. Keaton has kids at LE.
No, all his kids are adults now. So
yes. Yeah. So like they're like looking out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to them. But no, yeah, like you said, they'll be in the Black History Parade, which is this Saturday, February the 26th at 10 a.m. downtown Texarkana. It'll begin on Broad Street near Hazel in Texarkana, Arkansas. For additional information, please contact Mr. Anderson Hill Jr. or Joe Daniels. You can contact them by email at parade@tcbha.org. That's parade@tcbha.org if you want to sign up. Sign up might be passed already. Yeah, I think it's done.
Man, I'm mad because, man, I tried to sell me some fake Jordans yesterday.
Really?
Man.
I know a few people around here selling those fake Jordans. Hey, people, be careful who you're buying your stuff from.
I mean, I bought them from Agoda. when it went to the authenticator, like, he hit me up like, "Do you want your money back?" Man, I want them shoes, man. I'm trying to drip.
Did you see? Speaking of Jordan, did you see Jordan and LeBron's encounter this weekend at the All-Star game?
Were they hug?
They were hugging, having a nice, good conversation.
I don't think they like each other.
Nah, you can tell by this conversation. There's definitely genuine respect between the two, and it wasn't. It was definitely genuine, and it wasn't nothing
forced.
Yeah, it was a real encounter. But it was great to see those two, because it's rare you see those two in the same setting, especially holding a conversation with each other. And I can just see on LeBron's face, MJ was telling him, hey, I don't know. He might have told him he's the GOAT.
You think so?
Who you think the GOAT?
Man, where he go, I go. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
Say less. But anyways, any baseball games or softball games to wrap up this week, Matter of fact, I do know. They'll be in tournament play. That's what they'll be doing. They'll be in tournament play starting Thursday. The boys will be in the Paris Chisholm tournament, and the softball team will be participating in the LK Lyndon Kildare tournament. And so if you can I don't know the designated times of when they'll play or anything like that. How tournaments work, especially during baseball. They kind of play throughout the day sometimes during baseball, so we'll see.
Nah, someone's giving me some really good suggestions. I like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Understood. But nah, man. So shout out to Coach.
Man, I'm like
Dylan Surratt.
Yeah,
and
shout out to Coach
Zach
Surratt.
Fowler, who they both, like I said, won their opening games to start the season.
How much time we got left? We got 2 minutes for me to get off my. Hey, listen to this.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
So Tyler made a quick edit for me this past week that said 50 plus signees in the past decade. Man, that's a real number. And actually, Tyler,
really more than that.
Yeah, he lowballed the number. But I want to say that's what our history is at LE. It's excellence. It's excellence in the classroom. It's excellence in your preferred sport. It's excellence on the band. It's excellence in the drill team and the culinary arts. And that's what it is with us. And a lot of people don't see that. And I'm glad that Tyler made that edit. He made it really quick, but this is it. But hey, I want you to remember, leopard pride never dies.
Remember that. Anyways, good show, man. Anyways, have a blessed day, fabulous Tuesday, and an awesome rest of the week. You've been listening to the Power Hour with Houff and Gill on 107.9 FM.